Welcome back, everybody. I'm Professional Wrestler Chris Wilde. This is Eagles News Now from bar 4133. And tonight, we're talking about practice. That's right, we're talking about practice. Not a game, but practice. And practice is one thing that cornerback Sidney Jones has not seen a lot of, missing his fourth straight practice today. Now, look, when camp started, it looked like it was going to be between Sidney Jones and Avonte Maddox for, and you can actually go back in the archives, I did a video on that. But we're going to be fighting for that second spot next to Darius Slay, and it doesn't look like there is any competition there. Avonte Maddox is going to be a starting corner opposite of Darius Slay. And Sidney Jones, it's starting to look really bad for him, as Jim Schwartz had this quote when asked about Sidney, and he says that our time is starting to run short, and the only thing we can do is coach the guys that are available to coach. Basically, I mean, couldn't have said anything worse, but saying, look, since Sidney's not here, we need to do something to find a way to get rid of this guy. I think they're going to try to trade Sidney Jones, and if not, he might get cut. The Eagles also re-signed cornerback Trevor Williams today, which also doesn't look good for Sidney Jones. I believe his injury is a lower body injury. That could be anything. We know this guy was drafted injured in 2017 in the second round. Has done nothing but disappoint except for a couple of flashes last year. When do they finally cut the strings on Sidney Jones? It could be coming soon. So let's get to the rest of practice. As I talk over some short clips and pictures, let's talk about the rest of the injuries. Andre Dillard and Lane Johnson are both day-to-day with upper body injuries. Boston Scott returned to team drills today, and John Hightower was out with an illness. I think these illness injuries are just other ways for the team to give these guys some rest. There's that. The rest of the injuries we already know of. I'll have a graphic up on the screen. Let's talk about Carson Wentz, as we always do. He had an up and down day today. Made some big throws to J-Jaw, to Zach Ertz, and was very efficient in the red zone, throwing touchdowns to Dallas Goedert, Noah Togiai, and Jalen Reagor with a perfect fade touchdown in that red zone. Let's talk about bad Wentz. Let's talk about negative Wentz. And negative Wentz had issues with his accuracy as he was overthrowing a lot of receivers. I don't know if this is because he is obviously stronger than he was before, or just for the fact that if you watch Carson Wentz enough, you know for whatever reason, and it's the strangest things, a lot of the times that he throws those inaccurate balls, it's when he's standing in the pocket flat-footed. He's almost always accurate when he's on the run, or in some kind of movement, in some kind of rollout, but it's just when he's flat-footed, it seems like he's throwing over guys' heads. We all remember Donovan McNabb kind of had the same issue, except he would throw low. Now, luckily, Carson Wentz has never been a guy to throw a lot of interceptions, so we'll see how that all plays out. Again, it's practice. We're talking about practice, so Jalen Reagor, man, he continues to impress. It's to the point now where I'm really believe that this is a guy that can contribute in a big way this year. Had some really notable catches, beating Darius Slay, actually burning Darius Slay on a one-on-one drill for a deep touchdown from Carson Wentz, and made notable contested catches where the defenders were basically draped all over him. Now, he's not the biggest guy, so this is definitely very impressive, and he just looks like a pro out there on the field. I can't wait to see him week one and see what he does. Other offensive guys that had some decent days, Quez Watkins continues to make a push for the main roster as he beat Nickel Roby-Coleman deep on a one-on-one, and NRC has probably been the most consistent and impressive corner out of the whole bunch. So that's saying something there. Duke Riley had another big day today, and he looks like he might actually start opposite Nate Gary with TJ Edwards in the middle there. Duke Riley had a big interception today. Jalen Hurts got some time with the twos, as Doug Peterson said that he was not going to be the second team quarterback. I still don't believe that entirely. He did get some work with the twos. Nate Sudfeld did not look that great today at practice. Let's talk about Jordan Mayalata filling in for Andre Dillard. He had some trouble, most notably with Josh Sweat, another guy that I'm really high on. Josh Sweat at this time is living in Jordan Mayalata's nightmares. He absolutely destroyed him today and gave him trouble all day. And while we're talking about guys that have been in trouble, I'm talking about Gennard Avery, who, again, another guy that fooled me from his tape. He got hurt today. He's been invisible in camp so far. I don't think this guy even makes the team this year. What a waste of a 4th-round pick. And Jalen Reagor, while we're talking about some special teams in there, Jalen Reagor hasn't dropped any punts as of late. So that's it, guys. That's all I have for you guys today. Not much notable going on in practice, but will Sidney Jones get cut or traded? I'm really interested to hear what you guys think. Leave your comments below. Again, I don't think he's going to be in Philadelphia this year, just from what Jim Schwartz said alone. Guys, be safe. Stay healthy. Enjoy the weather out there, as it is absolutely beautiful in the Philadelphia area. And go Birds. I'll see you guys later.
E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles! E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles!
I need Eagle Nation.